All right, more Junie B. Here we go. Chapter 5, Monkey Business. Mrs. called my name. Junie B, would you like to go next? She asked. Then I jumped right up, and I ran speedy fast to the front of the room. Guess what? I said, very excited. Last night my mother had a baby, and it's the boy kind. Mrs. clapped her hands. Junie B. Jones has a new little brother, everyone, she said. Isn't that wonderful? Then all of room 9 clapped too. Yes, only you haven't heard the bestest part yet, I said very loud, because guess what else? He's a monkey. That's what else. My new brother is a real, alive, baby monkey. Mrs. got a very funny look on her face, and she squinted her nose very tiny. And so maybe she didn't hear everything I said, I think. I said, I've got a monkey brother, I shouted real louder. Then that mean Jim jumped right up from his desk, and he hollered, liar, liar, pants on fire. No, they're not on fire, Jim, I said back. I do too have a monkey brother. You can ask my Grandma Miller if you don't believe me. Mrs. raised her eyes way over her head. Your grandmother told you that your brother is a monkey? She asked. Yes, I said. She told me he has long fingers and long toes and lots of black fur all over himself. After that, Mrs. kept on looking and looking at me, and then she said it was time for me to sit down. Yeah, only I'm not done telling children about my monkey brother yet, I explained, because guess what else? His wallpaper has pictures of his jungle friends on it, and his bed has bars on the side, but I'm going to teach him not to bite anybody. Then this boy named Ricardo, who has cute freckles on his face, said, monkeys are cool, to me. I know they're cool, Ricardo, I said, and guess what else? Maybe I can bring him to school on pet day. Then Ricardo smiled, and so he might be my boyfriend, I think, except for there's a room and boy aide who already loves me. Just then, Mrs. stood up and pointed at me. That's enough, Junie B, she said. I want you to sit down now. You and I will talk about this monkey business later. And so that made me giggle because monkey business is a funny word, I think. Then I waved goodbye to my boyfriend, Ricardo, and I skipped back to my seat. Chapter 6, Bestest Friends. Recess is my best subject. I learned it my first week at school. Recess is when you go outside and you run off all your steam. Then when you come in, you can sit still better, and you don't have ants in your pants. At recess, me and Lucille and that Grace play horses together. I'm Brownie, Lucille is Blackie, and that Grace is Yellowy. I'm Brownie, I hollered as soon as I got outside. I don't want to play horses today, said Lucille. I want to know more about your monkey brother. Me too, said that Grace. Then Lucille pushed that Grace out of the way, and she whispered a secret in my ear. If you let me be the first one to see him, I'll let you wear my new locket, she said. Yeah, only guess what else, Lucille, I said. I don't even know what a locket is. And so then Lucille showed me her locket. It was a little gold heart on a chain. It is beauteous, she said. My Nana gave it to me for my birthday. And then she opened up the little heart, and there was a little bitty picture inside of that thing. Hey, there's a teeny head in there, I said, very excited. I know, Lucille said. That's my Nana. See her? I squinted very hard at that little picture. Your Nana's kind of shrimpy, Lucille, I said. And after that, Lucille closed the locket, and she gave it to me. Now I'm your bestest friend, right, Junie B? She said, and so I can be the first one to see your monkey brother. Just then, that Grace stomped her foot very hard. No, you cannot, Lucille, she hollered. I'm her best friend, 'cause me and her ride the bus together, And so I get to see her monkey brother first. Right, Junie B? Right? Right? I made my shoulders go up and down. I don't know, Grace, I said, because Lucille just gave me this locket with the teeny tiny Nana in it, and so that means she gets to go first, I think. That Grace stomped her foot again. She made a mad face at me. Pooey, she said. Except for just then, I got a great idea. Hey, guess what, Grace? I said. Since Lucille gave me something beautiful, you could give me something beautiful too. And so that would be very fair of me, I think. That Grace started smiling, and she took off her sparkling new ring. Here, she said, I got it out of the cereal this morning. See how shiny the stone is? That's because it's so genuine fake plastic diamond. Then she put some breath on it and she shined it on her sleeve for me. Ooh, I said. I love this thing, Grace. I know, she said. And so now I get to see your monkey brother first. Right, Junie B? Right? After that, I had to think a little bit. Yeah, only here's the trouble, Grace, I said. Now I have one thing from you and one thing from Lucille, and that's a tie. Then Lucille took off her red sweater with the Scotty dog on it, and she tied it around my waist. Here, she said. Now I've given you 2 things, and I'm still the winner. Oh, no, you're not, hollered Grace, because I'm going to give Junie B my snap ticket for today, and so she can have my cookie and milk. Excellent idea, Grace, I said. Then me and her did a high five. Oh, yeah, said Lucille. Well, then I'm giving her my snap ticket too, and so I'm still the winner. After that, Grace looked all over herself. But that's not fair, she said, because I don't have anything else to give you. So I looked her all over too, and then I jumped up and down again. Yes, you do, Grace, I said. You do have something else to give me, and their name is your new pink high tops. That Grace stared at her feet. She looked very sad. Yeah, only this is the first time I have ever wore these, she said. And so I patted her so she would feel better. I know, Grace, I explained nicely. But if you don't give them to me, then you won't be able to see my monkey brother. And so then, me and that Grace sat down on the grass, and she took off her new pink shoes, and she gave them to me. Thank you, Grace, I said politely. Then I stood up. Okay, your turn, I said to Lucille. Only too bad for me, because just then the bell rang. The end. Tomorrow we'll look at Chapter 7, some school words.